Let me ask you something. Are you getting everything out of your rent-to-own business? If you're not an A-Pro member, then the answer is probably no. Look, advocacy is A-Pro's bread and butter. This is why they were created and what they do best. But here's the thing. A-Pro membership is about way more than advocacy. A-Pro connects you to the movers and the shakers of the industry. People who've been there, done that, and they can help you do it even better. A-Pro's monthly webinars give you expert insights and actionable takeaways. It's like having a masterclass for your business every single month. Got questions about complex regulations or sticky situations? No problem. A-Pro's legal hotline gives you direct access to experts who have got the answers. That's a peace of mind that you can't put a price on. And let's not forget the resources, news, updates, and tools that keep you ahead of the curve. Scholarships for your team? Check. Disaster relief when you need it most? Double check. A-Pro is your ultimate support system in the rent-to-own world. So stop settling for less. With A-Pro, members get more. More support, more connections, and more success. Head over to rtohq.org and join the A-Pro family today. Because in this business, more isn't just better. It's essential. See you at the top with A-Pro.
And welcome to the RTO Show with Danny and Pete. I'm your host, Danny.
And I'm your host, Pete. Today we're talking about Black Friday prep. What are we doing for Black Friday? What are you doing for Black Friday, bro?
You know me. I'm always ready for Black Friday. I look forward to this every day of the year. This is what we talk about, bro. Like all year from January 1st, we talk about fourth quarter, right?
I got my sales shoes on. I'm doing the monkey dance in front of the store. Listen, this is going to be the time where we shine. I mean, we got a little bit ways to go, a couple like 10 days or so, but man, I can't wait. This is going to be an event.
I just know, super exciting time. It's fun. It's the funnest time of the year, you know, in the stores, high-fiving, the camaraderie, the excitement, the energy, the sales. I mean, how do you not enjoy the sales process? You know, but
doesn't it feel like you spend all year coming to this moment, right? Is this the culmination of the entire year? And I know that it's not to take away from the other events, but doesn't it feel like it all comes down to this one? This is the event. This is like our Super Bowl right now, right? Isn't Black Friday like that Thursday Super Bowl? Like you come in that Friday and it's like, man, This is the way to go. This is the way to make it happen. Like right after you eat, you calm down. First thing come in the morning, boom, you just kill it.
I mean, I've always said that the fourth quarter is the make or break point. That can make your year. It can break your year. It's a time of redemption if you had a crappy year. You know, if you're down a lot of ideal or par, whatever you want to call it, you can make it back up and then some.
Rental revs.
Or if you did a great job of maintaining it to grow it for the next year, like it all comes down to the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is what's going to set you up for the following year. I mean, that's where the real evaluation time comes in, to be honest. I mean, I know we got 12 months and we evaluate all year, but for me, even when I was a GM, it was just, I knew fourth quarter was crunch time. Like, you know, I use a lot of sports analogy. And so as a GM, as a DM, I used to always say, you know, we're training for the fourth quarter. It's like basketball. We got first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then the last quarter. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So we are practicing all year long for this one day.
So we're talking about today. We're talking about the Black Friday day prep. What, you know, the crazy things that go into that. I mean, one of the craziest things that I always know is like going into that. It's not going into that week. It's not going into that month. It's almost not even going into that quarter. It's about like when you start coming out of summertime and you really start looking for those products, right? We start looking for like what we're going to get, what the hot items are. I mean, when you're searching around, right? It's like almost being in a supermarket. You got to find the hot items and the BOGOs and stuff, right? I mean, what are you doing to prep for Black Friday coming out of the summertime? What is it that you attack first?
Unfortunately, this year, FRDA, you know, the Florida Rental Dealers Association, was canceled because of Hurricane Ian. So normally that's what we normally do, is look forward to that. That show is where we purchase quantity of goods to set us up for the fourth quarter, set us up for Black Friday specifically. So this year was a little different. This year we weren't able to really do that at all because it got canceled, because of the storm. So now it's almost like everybody fends for themselves. And I know if I was running a store, I would be getting with my DMs and I would be getting with the vendors on a weekly basis, which I think we've been doing a good job of just consistently talking about what products they have, what's the deals. as a team, what are we going to do? Push. What's the hot item going to be? Is there a hot item? I don't know. I mean, we talk about this all the time, Pete. I mean, do you think there's a new hot item? Is it the PS5s? PS5s were hot last year, but is it still the hot item? Is it anything else new? I don't think so. I think it is. It's always electronics. Let's get real. It's the TVs. It's the gaming systems.
Well, I mean, nobody gets excited about that brand new bed, right? I mean, it's something that you need, but nobody's like, hey, I got to go out there and get a bed. You know, nobody's like, I got to go out there and get that massive recliner, right? Those are those add-ons, right? Those are the things that go with it. But I'm with you 100%. I think I disagree with
you because even the furniture, I think we have customers that wait for Black Friday knowing they can get that bedroom set, that living room set at a reduced rate that they can actually afford even better because they need it. Appliances get reduced. Everything gets reduced. Our customers, I think, look forward to this just as much as we do.
Well, I mean, I'll make it happen, whatever it is. I mean, I'll sell you a plant. I'll sell you a chair. You know what I mean? I'll sell you the picture. You want a deal? Today's the day that we're going to make it happen. And sometimes securing that product, man, is you sit down and you call your vendors and you're really looking for it. But I think you're right, man. You're always looking for that silver bullet every year. You're looking for that one tickle me Elmo to make it happen. And I want to say that this particular, like last year, I think the breakout was the e-bikes. E-bikes was something I never thought was going to take off. And all of a sudden, I mean, they just flew out of the door. But now they've been out. Now we've got, different types of e-bikes. The PS5 is out, the Xbox X, so they've already been there. Maybe not staples in a household because they're a little bit more expensive than they used to be. But so what is the go-to product? I mean, you almost have to rely on the vendors. Hey guys, what's coming up? What's in the goodie box? Tell me what's in a Happy Meal.
No, absolutely. On a side note, Pete, I just want to say also thank you and to Teddy last week. Y'all did an amazing job of doing that episode of What to Do on a Slow Day. Y'all definitely held it down when I was on vacation. I was on the boat. I listened to the show. It was great. It was awesome. I love how you shout me out how I called you from Mexico. Dude, I needed that vacation. It was a good vacation. I will say this. I went on a Disney cruise vacation, the fantasy, and my kids had a blast. They loved it. But as far as me and my wife, it was a relaxing time, but there's not a lot of adult activity to do. So for the record, if you have a family, if you have small kids or even teenagers, definitely take them one time. They'll enjoy it. They'll have a blast. It is a relaxing experience. If you're looking for a grown-up activity to do, maybe go to a Carnival or Royal Caribbean. But I definitely needed that relaxation.
Sorry, Disney. We're just trying to keep it real.
Yeah, definitely needed that relaxation, though. I came back Monday fired up, pumped, ready to kick some butt, ready, to help my team get this Black Friday event off, and securing products was the number one thing I made sure I did. I think I even asked you before I left, hey, Pete, do me a favor, call on my guys, make sure they got products. I'm just worried about them not having product,
Well, yeah, I know, right? Especially with FRDA being canceled.
Yeah.
And Hurricane Ian, sorry, I know last time, guys, I got that wrong. I do apologize. We're retconning that now. I said the wrong hurricane. I feel terrible about that. Also, man, I was thinking about Paul, and I know that he was going through a lot. His family's going through a lot. We reached out to him not that long ago, and he said he was all right. Paul Mativier, the president of FRDA, and I know that there was a lot going on, but they did have a rescheduled time that we're looking forward to this next year.
May of 2023.
Oh, it's going to be on. It's going to be on. But, when we're talking about securing products and finding out what's coming, the next silver bullet coming from the vendors, I mean, why are we doing that? I think I got to get some pre-sales, man. I want to get the pre-sales started. I want to get it going. I want to know that I've got a stacked event. Do you guys what do you think about pre-sales? Do you think it should just be on the fly? Do you think we should pre-sale? Do you think that, we should lock down a good pricing, or you should, wait for that last minute deal that maybe you can come up and go, yeah, I waited for that long enough. I'm going to make that happen.
So I know in the past when I was running a store, beginning of November, every company's a little different, but I would wait. I couldn't wait to find out what the deals were, whatever the company established, whatever the deals were. But as soon as I had that information in my hand, I'm calling everybody under the sun. I'm calling every active customer. I'm calling every PIF. I'm calling every return. And I am letting them know what the deals are before Black Friday. I am on. I'm like, hey, we got this. We got this. We got TVs. We got gaming systems. These are the prices. This is what I need down. Limited quantity. Everybody has limited quantity. So, of course, you prioritize to your star customers, to your paid in fulls, to your return customers, and, hopefully you get some new customers. But I am nonstop pre-selling. I'm securing the deposit because that's a sale. A commitment is not a sale. Getting money down, that's a sale. That's a pre-sale.
Man, let me tell you, I've had that in the past. I've had guys say, "Hey man, I got this. You got any money down?" No. Listen, guys and gals, if you want something to be yours and you want to make sure it's yours, don't wait till the day of. Make sure you put your money down now, because if you don't, there's no guarantee it's going to be there. Black Friday is definitely a time where you're going to want to put some money down.
I remember calling, my neighbor's stores and just kind of talking smack, but getting information. Hey, how many pre-sales you got? Hey, Pete, how many you got? I got 25. Oh, Danny, I got 40. Oh, I got to get them on my game. I got to hurry up. I got to call more people, and it was a thing and of course, it was always a fun thing for us here at Ranking as well. We always did a Black Friday event, rents everybody all day long, every 15 minutes, whatever we're posting on our Slack channel. Lakeland's got 10 rents. Avon's got 5 rents. Winter Haven has 20 rents, whatever, and it was just a fun, I look forward to it every year. I know me and you, we have that camaraderie. Hey man, how many pre-sales you got? How many you got?
No. You got to tell me first, bro. You can't come in here asking questions. You got to answer the question first, bro. How many you got?
And then we really lower our number just a little bit just to see what the other person really has. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I know.
I got 3, bro. I got 3.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. That's what I love. It's a little friendly competition. It just gets us going, and it makes us fall in love with the industry all over again, because that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, and it's engaging with our customers.
It reminds me of that movie 50 First Dates. Every time that I come here, I've been doing this. This is going to, starting on my 18th year, and it's like, this is that first date all over again, right? You put your best foot forward, and you put your nice clothes on. You talk about that, I've never been one to when you have certain events like the 4th of July and stuff, you get your flags and out, and the St. Patrick's Day, and you get your stuff out. But when you start going into November, Black Friday, this is where you merchandise. This is where you pull out the tree and you pull out the presents, and you put things on some of your sets, and you decorate the trees that you have with lights, and you put the ink on the doors. They have to keep people come by and they paint the Santa Claus and stuff. Florida this big because we ain't got no dang snow, so we put all the fake snow on the windows, right? But it's like it really puts you in that sales mode, and when you're merchandising and you get all that crazy Santa stuff out, and it just really changes it to that environment where you're like, yes, like this we've waited all year for this. We're going to have a blowout event. And I love decorating and just making everything look new again. I was talking to Teddy about last week on the podcast. Move your showroom around every 30 days. This is the time you move your showroom around. You make it stand out. You organize and you put everything together. You make all your matching sets. Of course, you do that when you order before, so that you know what will match and what won't match, right? But you come through and you just make it this solid event. I mean, I've even seen guys take a disco ball and hang it from the center of the showroom and put some type of light on it. And nowadays we have that stereo that kind of does the disco lighting. But back in my day, right, where you put a little light on it and it would like shine around the showroom, it was freaking awesome, man. And you just get your people involved. We had like smoke machines, and we had like a little Santa set up in a corner where they take pictures, and you get everybody involved. Of course, Black Friday is all about the sale, but you put it there so that they can see it when they come in, and it just sets that motion. Like, it's a time of giving. It's a time of thinking about others. It's time to make those decisions that, listen, this is the best time of year to buy anything. Let me make it worthwhile. Let me get somebody something that they really want. And we just go with that and just really, really like kill it. This is the greatest time of year to really just put all your sales, your sales knowledge and your training and your push, put it in that basket and just wrap that sucker with a bow and just go on with it. Just make it happen.
Let's take a quick break.
Hey everyone, it's Pete Chow here from the RTO Show podcast, and I want to tell you about a company that's making a real difference in the rent-to-own space. Wow Brands. I've seen firsthand how they approach marketing, and let me tell you, it's not just about ads. Wow Brands builds complete digital ecosystems designed specifically for the rent-to-own industry. Their e-commerce and lead generation strategies are built to bring in qualified leads. And did I mention that they are actively working with the rent-to-own industry while also being members of APRO and TRIB? Listen, these folks are passionate problem solvers. They don't just slap something together. They design, build, and scale the kind of digital retail tools your business needs and your customers actually want. So if you're serious about growing, reach out to Wow Brands at wowbrands.com. I trust them, and I think you will too.
No, absolutely, Pete. You're right. And, speaking on the merchandise in the showroom, that's a great idea, disco ball. Sight, sound, and smell. We always talk about that. And this is the time you want to enhance. Yeah. I personally like the smell of cinnamon. So, with the scents, I try to make sure my stores are trying to smell like cinnamon. That's just me. That's my thing. But it gives you that Christmas smell as soon as you walk in. So you have your store well lit. You have a merchandise. You have some sound. Maybe you have some Christmas music playing. Or if you don't have Christmas music because maybe it's not Thanksgiving yet or just past Thanksgiving, I don't know. Put some Christmas music on or just have some upbeat, pleasant music on. And, I will say this, in addition to the merchandising and the decorations and the inflatables with the lights, Christmas lights, the trees, the Santa corner, whatever you want to call it, in addition is when you walk in on Friday, you want to know that it's Black Friday. And the way to do that is to have some sort of signage or price tag, something that says Black Friday. And, everything should be on sale. Yeah, you have your core items. Yeah, you got the deals specifically for Black Friday. But I mean, everything should be on sale. And this is the perfect time to get rid of your high idols, your pre-lease items. Man, cut that rate down, lower the term, make a decision on that product. But if it's been sitting there, whether it's new, whether it's used, that's the time to blow it out. Everything in the showroom should have some sort of Starburst or Black Friday tag or, whatever you want to call it, the deal of the day, which everything should be a deal. But that's just my opinion. I think that's the perfect time to get rid of your high idols. That's the perfect time to really promote it and just make sure the goal is to try to have an empty showroom by the end of Saturday. I don't know. That's my goal.
So like going into Black Friday, right? You're there. Somebody's walking in the door, just like a date. What's your pickup line, bro? What's your hook?
Okay. So hold on. All right. So you walk in. I'm running a store. It's Black Friday. You walk in. Let me think. I'm trying. Hear me out. All right. So you walk in.
We're setting the mood.
Okay, you're setting the mood. All right. You walk in. I walk up to you. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Rent King. What are you leaving with today? That's my go-to. That's my pickup line.
Hey guys, that's the assumptive sale going on right there.
and then I'll make a joke. I get to, oh, Pete, how you doing? I'm Danny, blah, 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 whatever. And I'll yell to the counter, whoever, hey, Joe, type them up for one of everything.
Yeah, right. I tell people, listen, we do free wrapping, but if you get a sofa, you're on your own.
I'll put a bow on it.
I'll put a big red bow on it. I'll make sure that the guys deliver in their Santa suits, but I can't wrap it, right?
Well, there can only be one Santa, so I got a bunch of elves.
So now here's the thing, because when people are coming in and this is happening, you got all hands on deck, right? I mean, how do you do it? How do you staff a day like that?
Listen, so I was very big on this. I'm still big on this. You might have some delivery drivers or account managers that might not be completely sales oriented. And I personally am okay with that. Use everybody for their strengths and weaknesses. However, I made it a valid point, and I still do, that on Black Friday, well, at least the 2 weeks coming to Black Friday and Black Friday, everybody is a salesperson. And I enforce that. Everybody, that should be coming out of your mouth like every 90 seconds. Hey, boss, where do you want me to move this couch? Oh, that Black Friday couch over there. That needs to be everyone's mind. Says Black Friday. Every customer you interact, you're out in the field, you do us a flyer. Hey, here's a Black Friday ad. Come see us on Black Friday. These are hours of operation. And with the exception of maybe the drivers, I want everybody in the store all day. The phones are going to be ringing off the hook. Yeah, we talked about the pre-sales. So, okay, you have a good amount of pre-sales, but you don't think people are going to call you last minute on Friday, whether it's your actives, inactives, or brand new customers? You're going to get shopped, especially if you've been doing your job and marketing for it. That's the key.
Well, back in the day, what we used to do was we had the funky hat, right? You ever heard of the ugly sweater contest?
Yeah.
Especially in the wintertime. So we had the funky hat.
Okay.
Right? And so we tried to make the funkiest, ugliest hat that you could possibly imagine. Like it had like a one of those jingle balls on the side of it. It had a couple bells on it. It had some crooked little bows on it. And it was just funky. It was just a funky looking hat. And we called it the last sale hat. So in other words, if you did not sell, whoever had the least amount of sales had to rock the hat until they didn't have the least amount of sales, right? And it wasn't like you're just going to wear the hat and we're going to let you get away with it. Like you're going to hear it. You know what I mean? When you're looking all funky, we're taking pictures, we're posting up the pictures. Like, who's wearing the funky hat now? Because it's not going to be me. And everybody starts out at zero. Right, so nobody walks in like, oh yeah, I got a couple of I don't care what you got pre-sold. That's for the store. Today is anybody's show. And so as we do it, we put the hat on the counter, and it would always go next one up. So if I had the first sale, my assistant would have to wear the hat because he's the next person up. He's the highest in a row. But if he got a sale and we're tied, well, then it goes to the next person up. Could be an account manager, could be a salesperson, could be the driver, and it keeps on going down. And dude, we would have so much fun because he would take silly pictures with it and customers, and you'd have the associate there looking at it like, oh my God, I got this funky hat in this picture. But it was something that we pass along so that we can just get everybody involved. Like, yeah, you know what, if you get it from me, homie's wearing a funky hat, and you can call it whatever you want to, but it was some way to just get everybody involved. And we used to have some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? We just like if you're at the end of the day, if you didn't get it, you'd have to eat like a wonky donut, some weird tasting donut or something. You know what I mean? Like just something crazy. And we had a lot of fun with it. And I think that when you have that everybody on deck mentality and everybody's involved in it, regardless of who's wearing the hat at the end of the day, everybody wins. And I think that's the biggest thing you got to remember. At the end of the day, as long as everybody's had fun, you've done everything you can to make this a special day. And a day that, listen, let's not get away from the business side of it. They call it Black Friday for a reason. This is when we're in the black as far as sales. This is when we start growing. This is when things start to happen. We're having fun, but we have not forgotten what Black Friday really is all about. And, one of the things that we haven't had, probably back when the funky hat was a thing, is online. We didn't have that back then. So, I could handle somebody coming in the door, and I might have somebody who has got like 3 online sales just kicking my butt.
Before I get into the online real quick, you kind of, man, that's a great idea, man. I like that. I'm going to steal that idea. I'm probably going to do a little different. What if we did this? I'm just speaking now. Now I'm just rambling. But what if we have a Santa hat and an elf hat in the store, and the person with the most sales get the Santa hat, and the person with the least sales gets the elf hat?
You're trying to say that about our upcoming commercial, aren't you?
Hint, hint.
I see the subliminal look on your face, Danny. I see the subliminal look.
But tell me it's not a good idea. If we make every store do that. Hey, think about it. You get the Santa hat if you get the most sales. Not the pre-sales. Pre-sales don't count. It has to be like in stores. But anyway, okay. I don't know. Just shooting that out there. Listen.
The RTO show condones no funky hats if it makes you feel bad. But no salespeople were hurt in the making of this show.
But you just hit it on something new to us 2022. Now, I've been talking about this all year long. Actually, I've been talking about this for a couple years. Foot traffic is dying. All right. It's back in the day, and Pete, you're much older, so you can tell me way back in the day, you would probably you probably experienced this. You probably experienced a little rush on Black Friday. Maybe nothing like Walmart, Best Buy. You're not gonna get hundreds of people, but you might have like 5 to 10 people waiting to come in.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah,
but that's why we pre-sell so much now, because you're not going to get that foot traffic. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I don't think even now you're going to get the foot traffic of people coming in. What you're going to get is people calling you over the phone or people online shopping and sending in quick approvals. Now, again, this is what we've been talking about. What have we been practicing all year long? We've been practicing our online web lead sales. Why? Because it's going to be crazy on Black Friday. And if you're not on top of it, if you don't respond quickly, if you don't close that sale, they already messaged 3-4 other companies. You're going to lose it. We all have the same products, guys. All have the same products. We most likely all have the same pricing as well. Who's going to be the quickest on the keyboard? That's what it's going to come down to.
It's going to be salesmanship, man. It's going to be salesmanship and who's hungry enough to get it. And the truth, like I said, the truth is you could be standing by the front door and the guy that's sitting there behind a counter or gal is not wearing a hat because they might be knocking him out of the park just sitting there. And the truth is, you can type fast. You've got a good rapport with customers. Maybe that's the person you want to have on there. Maybe you take your salesperson off the floor and stick them on the online computer and see if that's the best way to go. Because the truthfully is, they are shopping you and everybody else at the same time. Like you said, it could be a laptop open, an all-in-one open, or they got their cell phone open because you can pretty much shop from anything right now. And they're getting quotes and they're getting things set up. You got to make sure that everybody's involved. And when I say everybody, again, down to the drivers, everybody's in that sales mentality. So when they do walk in the door or they call you or they're online or it's a lead or it's somebody that put down money and they're a pre-sale, It's time to get moving. And I think it's a great idea. I mean, you could have the sales hat and the elf hat. I will never be the one wearing the elf hat. I will make some bro. I'm like cutthroat when it comes to Black Friday, bro. I will nudge you out of the way. I'll be like, yo, that calls for you.
But okay, so here's the thing though as well. Okay, so but Danny Pete, I don't get a lot of online sales. Are you marketing? Because that, again, we're talking about the foot traffic. You're not going to get the foot traffic. The foot traffic is now online leads, is now phone sales. You have to be consistently marketing. Now you have to figure out what's marketing works best for you. But I say you do a little bit of everything. I know our past episode of social media marketing, digital marketing, we talked about it, but you got to do a little bit of everything. But more than ever, I don't care how busy your store is, you have to be consistent with your marketing. You have to do daily flyering. You have to do daily social media posts. You have to be camera friendly. You have to be online talking about the product, showing the deals, talking about it, talking up. That's also pre-selling for the actual day event. You have to be consistent on it.
Well, one of the things that is going to be new to the Funky Hat is that you could probably do online and social media, do a Facebook Live, and you can be checking in every hour to see who's next to wear the Funky Hat. How are they going to wear it? Are they really killing it to get out of it? Are they not? That'd be a Facebook Live thing. We can go every hour and see who's wearing it. At the end of the day, maybe the person who has the most sales gets something, and maybe the funky chicken hat dude, maybe they do something funny on Facebook Live or just like a little stunt, nothing embarrassing, but they've got to sit in the dunk tank, they've got to run around the outside, and they've got to say how great that their store is. If you make it a fun thing, but like you said, it's got to be out there. You have to do it all the time, and social media is one of the best ways to do that. Talking about social media, Unlimited Marketing Solutions is a social media marketing company that can market directly to your specific customer base and provide solid and trackable results. Unlimited Marketing Solutions are also extremely flexible to meet your unique needs and budget, and are currently running a promotion for 10% discount off your first 6 months of marketing when you mention the code RTO Show. That's RTOSHOW when you call them at 352-553-3245. You can also email them at unlimitedmarketingsolutions@gmail.com. This is a great time to get your people together and just really go through your social media events. Create something that somebody's going to want to follow and see, and then reward them for it. If they have the right guess or the right number, how many peanuts in this jar, or how many candy canes are on our tree, and every hour you do an update, but keep them involved. Because it's important to make sure not only do you take care of the people that are coming to you for the sales, but you also take care of the customers that maybe don't need anything, but they still want to be a part of what you're doing because you're creating that event. You're also planting seeds for Christmas. Because if there's anything that I can tell you, Black Friday is probably one of the biggest days, but it is not the only day. And that's a great day that if you do not make a sale, or if you can't make it, or whatever reason, make sure you plant those seeds for December. Because December's right around the corner, and Christmas isn't done yet. Like you said, the year ain't over till it's over.
Pete, you're right. It's not over until it's over. We've been saying this all year long. It is crunch time. We are reaching there. And you're right, man. Make it a fun activity. I love that idea. How many candy cans are on this tree? How many M&Ms in this jar? That's something you can do on social media as well. That's something you can do inside the store. Write a little note, of a guessing jar, and then on Black Friday or maybe the day after, you have a little giveaway or stupid little prize, whatever the case may be. But I think that's a great idea. You definitely want to make it a fun atmosphere that day. You want to have think outside the box, be creative. We talked about the products, securing the products, the deals, the marketing, the pre-selling. Going into Christmas, think about giving back too. Like, I always do this. I encourage my team to do this. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So I know everybody just are probably full from Thanksgiving food, but have some food out, some drinks out that morning, that day, let them know that, hey, you're part of our family. Here's some, leftover turkey, or, maybe some fresh turkey, honestly. I don't know. Think outside the box, some yam, some pernil, some yuca. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm Spanish, so, that's what we kind of eat, you know what I'm saying? But some green bean casserole, whatever, like, have it an eventful day that it's also just having fun with the staff, having fun with the customers that do actually walk in. You can even make it an event party, but again, you got to promote it. But tell all your customers, come on in, have a free meal on us. It's not just about the sale. Yeah, it's about the sale, but we're giving back. We love you guys. We wouldn't have our jobs if it wasn't for you guys. It's also an appreciation day. Other big box retailers don't do that. They have the product and that's it. Get in, get out. With us, we have to build a rapport with our customers and we have a relationship with them. We know them in and out. They know us. Let's take that extra 30 minutes and just sit down, have a plate with them, have something to drink. That's also, I think it's very important to stand out from everybody else.
One of the great things is a lot of times you hear the stigmas about rent to own again. And we've said it before, we're this and we're that. Well, you know what? We also are probably the closest to our customers than a lot of businesses are, right? You can go to Best Buy. They're not close to you. They're not going to know your name. They're not going to, they might have a greeter at the door or something like that. Some guy ringing a bell. Hey, help me with some change. But it's not the same. When you go in and you know somebody and they're sitting with you and they're kind of conversing with you. And you know what? It's true that it's a sale day, but you treat them the same whether they get something or not, right? And again, you're planting that seed because you're always thinking sales-minded, but they come in and you love them in anyways. You show them the love, you show them the appreciation of how much you care about them, even taking their time to come out to see you on the phone, smile, take care of them, make sure it's right, because the truth is, at the end of the day, this is a relationship business, and we probably can't say it enough. Black Friday is not the end of the year. It's not the end of the world. But it is a big day for us. And if you give back as much as you want to get in that day, I guarantee you'll feel it in the next 30 days because it ain't over till it's over. So enjoy it. Have fun with it. Make sure that you decorate. Make sure that you merchandise 100%. Make sure, if you got that one-line pitch, get it. If you got two-line pitch, get it. If you don't want to wear the funky hat, tell them you'll do whatever you got to do. But, make sure that your entire staff who's there, you're doing what you got to do. And, we might not have started out as early as we used to, man. I started at one time like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Nowadays, I don't think it's like that. It is a little bit more online. But the time that I'm going to spend in the store, I want it to mean more. I wanted to make sure that the customers, when they walk in, they're greeted like family, and they're going to leave feeling better than when they came in. And I think that's the best way to treat a Black Friday. And then, of course, in the end, sell your butts off. That's what it's all about. Make the day worth it because this is the time to get your customers back. This is the time to get your rental revs back. This is the time to put you back on the same plateau that you were before the year, got really crazy because this 2022 has been a crazy year for some people. And yet I still know people that are trying to open up locations. They're trying to make it happen. And I'm glad that they are because you know what? When you face the future with an optimistic, mindset, when you're going into a Black Friday like, man, it's going to happen, that's what really matters. You've got to take it by the horns. This is the best day to do it.
One thing I also look forward to every Black Friday, especially as a DM, and me and you've done this for the past 2 years. It's been fun. I can't wait to do it again this year, is, we always do something here at Rent King that we call the Battle Royale, or it might be known as a War Room, whatever you want to call it. And I talked about this earlier where, every 15 minutes our stores are calling in how many rents they have. And me and you, we go to DM headquarters and we have our whiteboards with our stores and rents. And we're just, every 15, 30 minutes, Pete, me and you, we're just, making tallies of how many rents each store has. And, we're calling the other stores over, talking smack. We're having fun. Me and you, we're just going back and forth, calling our guys up like Tom and Chris Sturr, Tom and Haines City, Chris Sturr and Newport Richie. They're neck and neck right now. They are neck and neck. And I tell you, I know they're both like, Tom is in my ear. I'm going to pass. I'm going to make Sturr know his place. And I know your boy Sturr is probably talking to you like, don't worry, Pete, I got this. Tom ain't nobody. And I love it. I love it, man. Like, that's what I look forward to.
It's king of the hill and nobody else is playing,
hill,
baby.
Man.
I'm on top of the hill.
Yeah, man. And, that's what I look forward to, just, that friendly competition. As far as giving back, man, I know we did an episode of GM Takeover a couple weeks ago. I'm going to talk to some new GMs right now. If you are listening, this is a great opportunity about giving back. I'm going to give you a food for thought. And here's my 2 cents. Shout out to George Jaramillo at Great Rooms Tampa. He does an excellent job of doing this every year. I think Frank at Great Rooms also does this. We have a couple ranking guys that do this. But if you're a new GM, go purchase 2 or 3 turkeys on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Go visit some inactive customers. Maybe it's a payout. Great customer. Go deliver that turkey in person. And just as a thank you for the past business, or maybe an active customer that's just a really great customer, or maybe a customer that's going through some hard times, they've been with you, that goes such a long way. And again, that goes back to, we're not the bad guys. We are here for you. We're part of your community. We love you. We thank you so much for your business. We're all in this together. That's my 2 cents. Do that the day before Thanksgiving. It will go a long way. It will help build your reputation. It will help your community involvement. And overall, in the end, it's going to help your sales. It's going to. I promise that.
Well, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, we're here to tell you, enjoy what you do what you enjoy, love it, be smart about it. But remember that at the end of the day, we are part of the community. We're all in this together. This is all one big boat, and we're all eating from the same pie. So do what you can to give back, because when you give back to your customers, they're going to be loyal to you. They're going to come back to you. And although I've seen great years, I've seen low years, I've seen years where you just maintain. Listen, it always comes full circle. Take care of the people who are taking care of you, and it will always come full circle. Just so you guys know, we have the shirts up on the website. Right now, they are available. We're going to start shipping some out soon. Thank you for sticking with us. We've had so much going on and so much from you guys. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably reach out to Leroy Steen, who reached out to us not that long ago, and just talk to him about some rental business. Teddy Curvin, who came on the show last week and just really killed it. Got a lot of feedback on that, and Teddy, we really do appreciate that. Guys, we want to be part of your community in the RTO show, the RTO community. If there's anything that you guys need, anything that we want to talk about, anything that we can do for you, hit us up at Pete@thertoshowpodcast.com or Danny at thertoshowpodcast.com. You can probably send a message to him and then to me. See what kind of different answers that you guys get about any questions that you have, including Black Friday. That would be something, right? That'd be somebody testing us out and see if we get some different answers with it.
No, that would be pretty cool. That'd be funny. I know we would cross-reference and find out, hey, did you get an email from so-and-so? Yeah, I did. What did you say? What did I say? Oh, we think so much differently, Pete. We have totally different answers every time. Real quick, guys, I do apologize as well. We're a couple weeks behind, but I want to publicly announce that subscriber Vinny Safi did win the RTO helmet. We did call him and announced it. We have it on order. It will be here hopefully within a couple weeks. And when it does, we will go in person to deliver this helmet. We will be live. Shout out to Blake at Venetian Worldwide for donating the helmet. Greatly appreciate it, guys. If you're needing any information on Venetian Worldwide, they do lift recliners. They do e-bikes. Great company. Blake will help you out. We can provide their information if you're needing it, but go check them out. They'll take care of you. Thank you again, Blake, for the donation of the helmet. Vinny, congratulations again. I don't support the team you chose, but it's okay. It's all good, man.
We got to jab him in the ribs a little bit, right? We've got to give him a little bit of slack.
He chose the Buffalo Bills, but we're men of our word, so we're going to get it for him. And we will be delivering it, and then we will be on live. So check that out. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, the RTO Show. We're on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. Please download each episode. If you're just streaming, it doesn't really contribute so much as far as the download goes. So make sure you download the episode as you're streaming and hit that plus sign so you don't miss an episode. With that being said, this is what Pete and I do to prep for Black Friday. Hopefully you got some good information from us. And if you have any questions, give us a shout out.
Hit us up.
This is the RTO Show with Danny and Pete.